Take a look. You can see how deep it is. I'll stick my foot right in the snow here. You can see we have at least 3 to 4 inches already in Alton. Authorities in New Jersey are investigating the disappearance of an SIU Carbondale employee. We do not know their conditions at this time, but we'll have more information on this developing story coming up at 6 o'clock. A St. Louis man is still in critical condition after a Christmas Day explosion at his apartment. All of those injuries are minor, but the staff here at Jefferson Memorial Hospital say they were ready for much worse. The suspect was taken into custody early this morning. So far, no charges have been filed.
News Channel 5's Erin O'Neill is here with some answers. Good morning, Erin.
Well, good morning. Last year alone, the Better Business Bureau received hundreds of complaints from consumers who have been contacted by collection agencies. Many didn't know their rights, but there are laws designed to protect consumers who are harassed by collection agencies. The phone rings. It's a collection agency with questions about a debt. But what if you don't owe the money? It happened to Shannon Payne.
I received a letter from Specified Credit Association saying that I owed a debt to a company called Rainbow Loan Company. It was about a little over $300.
Payne says not only didn't she owe the money, she never even did business with that loan company.
So I explained to them that I didn't think this was me and that I was going to need a copy of a statement or something like that before I was willing to pay this bill.
Specified Credit Association wouldn't address the allegations on camera. But before hanging up on me, the president of the company defended himself during a brief phone conversation, saying they only go after people who owe money.
I kept telling him, you can't talk to me like this, and he pretty much was like, I can do what I want to do.
This woman, who we'll call Diane, wanted her identity concealed. She says she was also harassed by Specified Credit Association over a dental bill she didn't remember anything about.
So I asked him if he could show me something, provide me something, so I could see what he was saying that I owed. At that point, he started going off on me, telling me that I was just worthless, and proceeded to cuss me out.
It's a helpless feeling, but the situation can be avoided if you know your rights. Now, by law, a collection agency cannot contact you if you notify them in writing not to do so. If you feel you're being harassed or contacted about a debt you don't owe, contact the Better Business Bureau or the Federal Trade Commission. Back in January, there was an open casting call here at Busch Stadium for a new Major League Baseball commercial. The producers were looking for the ultimate Cardinals fan. Well, Laura Janaski of Nashville, Illinois was picked for the campaign billed as I Live for This. We talked with Laura about her love for the game and about her 15 minutes of Cardinal fame. Volunteer for Health receives an average of 2,000 calls a month. Right now, it has 20,000 volunteers in its database, but more volunteers are needed.
Good afternoon. The day after Thanksgiving is traditionally when many stores try to lure shoppers with sales.
The Bass Pro Shops in St. Charles is no exception, and that's where we find News Channel 5's Erin O'Neill. Erin?
Wart and Jennifer, nearly 1,000 people lined up outside the Bass Pro Shops here, and the crowds haven't let up since. The Bass Pro Shop was the first stop for hundreds of pre-dawn shoppers.
Good morning, gentlemen. How's everybody doing?
Mike Agnew is the official store greeter. He's also in charge of counting customers.
This morning, the initial 6 o'clock opening, there was approximately 900-something people came through the door. And
the day after Turkey Day is when stores try to reel in customers with deep discounts. Some are easily hooked.
10-mile range, yeah, that's pretty good.
Others need to fish for better buys.
Jeans for me and the wife.
Some shoppers took time to map out a strategy. Not Blaine Noble, he knew exactly what he wanted.
Fishing stuff for the boys, fishing stuff for the boys, and fishing stuff for the boys.
Most didn't seem to mind the long lines.
Some of them other lines are a lot worse.
Others tried to grin and bear it.
It was crazy. It's packed.
Arriving early was key to making sure the big one didn't get away. Now, some of the best buys are already out of stock here. For example, I wanted these two-way walkie-talkies so my husband and I could stop yelling at each other when we're on different floors, but they're already gone, sold out. Now, if you plan on making the Bass Pro Shops one of your stops today, the store's open until 10 tonight. Reporting live in St. Charles, Erin O'Neill, News Channel 5.